Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Nyla Nova Studios. We are in person with Kayla Renee.
Hi.
And so we're going to interview her and talk about all the wonderful things she has going on and why we love her at Nyla Nova University. So, guys, give her a minute. We're going to talk. Let me get my little banners and stuff together. Usually, we're doing this on the spot, so we don't have all the little stuff going. But all right, so I'm gonna ask you some questions, Kayla.
Okay.
And let's first talk about how did we even meet? Like, how did this come about?
So that is just really an amazing story. I walk by, I work in the office here with a title company and Divine Title Services, which is down the road. And I walked by and I just loved your decor. I saw STEMversity. I have a science background. I saw a little black girl, Nyla Nova. I was like, what's going on in here? So, I came in, you were very warm and welcoming, and you asked me what I was doing. I was like, I'm actually about to take the bar. And you were like, oh, okay, so you're going to be a lawyer. I was like, that's right. So I just was like, then we got to talk about, small businesses, me wanting to connect with business owners, especially Black women who oftentimes are not as well represented in this sector. And I just was, I'm going to pass the bar, Lord willing, and I did. And so now we're here, and I was so excited to tell you because I would check in with you. It's like, I'm waiting for those test results. So in July, I started my law firm.
All right, give it up for Kayla. One day we're gonna have the real clapping noise and stuff. We're getting there. The studios is coming. She's one of our first guests, so thank you. And so I love that your whole background is that you had so many different areas that allow you to come in and just kind of tell me, look, we need to do this, this, and that. So, what are some of the specialties that you specialize in?
Yeah, so my background is I pretty much work with a lot of small businesses, title companies, software studio programs. I've worked with production companies. I've done theater work. I have a Master of Science in Cybersecurity Risk Management. So my background has really much helped me to work with small businesses across multiple industries. And that basically allows me to come up with clients who have questions about compliance, how to protect their intellectual property rights, how to develop their business, including the legal strategy that comes with it, and just really kind of being a resource for people who have these great ideas and these passions. But when it comes to the really heavy paperwork side or the compliance side, or not knowing what they should know, that's been my background, especially is just researching and being able to connect based off of my own background.
So I had to take the light off because it was like right in the center of your breast. I was like, can't believe that. He's still beautiful though. We definitely got it. I was like, it is right in your eyes. Yeah. But that's just because you have that glow. You're focused. So I am super excited. So now we've been working with each other for about 3 or 4 months. Mm-hmm. And so you met with our leadership team. You kind of talked about your specialties. And now, what are you developing for Nyla Nova University? Well, the brand, because we have the Sensations, the Foundation, the STEM Ventures. And so you're right now sitting in the middle, guys, look, of the STEM verse of Nyla Nova. So what are some of the projects that you're working on for us, and why others that are watching need to be thinking about these things? Because there's a lot of stuff that I didn't even think about.
Right. So my goal when I came to meet STEMversity is I want this to be a success. I think the passion and the mission and the vision you have is very important. So my goal is to kind of alleviate that stress of, like you said, what do we even know we're supposed to do? So that comes with the compliance. That's making sure, as an educational programs that you provide, that you're in compliance with the law when it comes to interacting with the children, with the schools, talking to you a lot about contracts. A lot of people don't understand how important having a strong contract is. Yes, there's tons of templates online, but if you just don't have that background of what you need to include or what you don't need to include, or what kind of language you should be using, that can kind of be an issue. And then, of course, the whole huge big thing, too, is your branding. STEMversity is a great brand, and we want to make sure it's protected. We want to make sure that as it grows, it has those opportunities to license to use those brands, to make sure that the money is coming in with those brands, because especially between the schools, any future venture, whether it's, educational videos or, camps, partnering with schools, that all of those are protected. Even STEM ventures where you're going abroad and you're teaching children abroad, which is amazing. You want to make sure that everything that you are putting your name on is being protected so that no one else could come and see how great STEMversity is doing and tries to mimic, can't recreate greatness, but mimic it, and that you can protect it and say, hey, this is not the quality of what we create, so that your customers know when STEMversity is on their work, that they're getting good work.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Now, as you're thinking about your company and your, not your company, I'm sorry, your law firm, what are some things that you're looking for to expand, and like how would you want people to connect with you and just know how to get in touch with you as well?
Yeah, I just really want to have great conversations with business owners. A lot of people feel intimidated because I'm an attorney. They're like, oh, I don't know if I'm there yet. As long as you're starting a business, you need to be thinking about your legal background and your legal strategy for your company. So my goal is to really connect with small business owners, freelancers, independent contractors, entrepreneurs, creatives, who are creating, paintings, or you have shops where you're selling your wares, or just anyone out there who is trying to build their brand, build their wealth, protect all of that. And they want to know they have a support of someone to be researching and thinking of these questions behind the scenes that you may not be thinking of because you're focused on building your craft or your service. So my goal is to really connect with those people, have a chat. I'm very open about educating my clients. You could connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, my email. I'm a texter and a phone caller. So, if you just have questions about that, what do I need to think of as someone who's starting out? This is my first time creating my business, specifically for people who are in their full-time jobs and they eventually want to transition into that business that they're starting, and they don't know how to get there because they don't know of like how the compliance works or how their trademarking works, or how do I grow this so that I don't have to be stressed out about trying to figure that all out on top of doing my full-time job. So those are kind of the people that I'm very eager to help.
Yep. So what is the website again?
It is www.KayRenee.com.
And we will be putting this in the comments. We normally have a banner scroll, but guys, just to get this set up with, it was some issues. So, but it's okay. First time in the studio, our first guest, you better believe we'll be back on in a month. So you guys, we're going to have it all popping, and KayRenee is going to talk more about the wonderful things she has going on. Guys, she's a godsend. She listens, and that's what I like. And she acts. Her deliverables 1 or 2 days, sometimes the same day. I can text her, like she said, I can call her. So if you're looking for someone, she's right here where we're located, also in the Fort of Lawrence, the 4th. And so it's, you guys, please come out, check her out, call her, follow her on social media. I will be putting all that stuff in the comments, but we're just so happy to have her here. And we just like to thank you for, just putting up with us, but you are helping our brand grow just in these 2 or 3 months that you've been with us. And so I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yes. And so you definitely be back on in a month when I get all my technical stuff together. We have lights from the ceiling.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, man, okay. We're getting it. So thank you so much, guys. Please follow her. We're going to get off of here. We spent most of the time trying to get on here, but